things that I found are helpful to opening this conversation with others. One is show them the legal fine print in their phone that Patty mentioned, because the industry by now has conditioned us all. As soon as we open our mouths and go, I think there's something wrong with wireless tech, we're all conditioned to go, tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, we don't have to listen to that. So when you walk them through the legal fine print in the section called RF exposure for radio frequency radiation, and they read that they tested this device at a distance from the body. So if you're holding it the way they've been giving us these devices, you're going to be exceeding the government guidelines for public radiation exposure. So that is one of the most powerful things that I found helps. We are also very fortunate that we now have the EMF, or Electromagnetic Fields Medical Conference. Once the accreditation period expired for that, the executive director of that conference, Elizabeth Kelly, took the entire 4-day conference and all the lectures and put it online for anybody in the world who's in the English-speaking capacity. They can go listen to a 20-minute lecture, a half an hour lecture, an hour lecture, and put all that in their calendar and just watch it on their own time. One of the recommendations that came out of that conference is that healthcare practitioners and the public use a radio frequency radiation detection meter, because this is an invisible toxin and it's really hard for people to get their minds around it. But I will tell you, when you do a demonstration with somebody to show them the radiation that comes off of their devices, now you have their attention. And then one by one, you have them go into their settings and turn off each antenna. And you watch these levels drop down from screaming red down to the green. Then they're like, wow, I never knew this. So this is the Safe and Sound Pro 2 radio frequency broadband detection meter from a company called Safe Living Technologies. This is about a $400 device. They have a little sister one that's only about $200, but they're third-party certified, they're calibrated, they're really good consumer level devices. So have a meter in hand. And I helped my local library become the first in the United States to put a meter like this on loan in our library. And now, at least here in the United States, a lot of libraries are having to reinvent themselves, because not everybody's coming in to borrow books anymore, because a lot of people are using their tech to read their books. But we became the first in the United States to put a radiation detection meter on loan in our public library. And now I'm just so thrilled when others come back and say, wow, we love that idea. We're going to get our library to put one on loan too, because most libraries today have a library of things collection. And so if anybody in your community can just go down to the library and borrow that meter, then they can share it with their schools, they can share it with their loved ones, they can take it to their next doctor's appointment. And having a meter in hand is critically important to get one's mind around this invisible toxin. Thank you.